So. Okay, test. If I hear that word again, I'll know the sound is looping again. Okay, start the display. So first let's delete all the stuff that's not needed. Oh, and deactivate the normal showing up. So that's the blue lines over there. I don't know why I left them there, but where is it again? There, normals here. I don't need to look at them. And here, so this is inside the stuff, so I don't need to see it. Can delete those. Okay. I am not hearing myself again, so that means this will probably be the right stream. Just having a look around if there's more stuff that could be deleted as it's not showing up. Let's leave it at that. Okay, switching to textured mode to see this and that. This is the UV on the left side. Nice object on the right side. Unfortunately, this is not usable by our texture artist, so I need to unwrap it. Unwrapping is really easy. Just first, it's in about 3 or 2 phases. First you do it a little bit willy-nilly and you let Blender figure out where to place everything, and then you fix it by hand where it can. So actually switching out the live unwrap, so when I select stuff it'll still show up. So click, there we go. So now if I add edge loops and other things, so let me figure out what would be the best way to unwrap this thing. Usually these would be apart, so I'm leaving those together. I hope Andy can hear me. If so, please do say so in chat. Org scheme, and as you see, it completely fucks up the thing. That's actually not worrying in the beginning, because everything will be like this, going up, down, sideways, until you're completely done with it. So after a while you'll see the left side will be getting a little bit clearer. See? It's just that it's the more seams you start placing, the better it'll look on the left side and the better it'll look over here. So just thinking about how the texture artist will draw this, because if this is linked up to the other part, it's easier for the artist to draw this in and not have to draw himself to have 2 pieces completely. Well, one piece is over here on the texture and the other piece is on another place on the texture, and if they overlap or touch each other, it's sometimes difficult to make them match. And now of course there's the usual question of if somebody's looking at this thing, the round here over here, usually they'll be looking from this side, or this side, and seams are usually, well, they're not ugly, sometimes they're really well done and you don't notice them. But to spare ourselves the trouble of somebody saying, hey, I'm seeing a seam, try to put them in places where people won't look. So, for example, this thing. Oh yeah, these ovals are gonna be nice. So the best way to do them is actually, so you have the upper part, the downer part, and the part in the middle is connected. I'll show you. So you have here, as you see, that looks nice. This is the middle part and this is the down part. Unfortunately, it did not separate them correctly. So because it's still looping here, so I'll need to cut it over here. Click. Mark seam. Poof. See? Okay, it looks a little bit like a dick, but at least this will be really easy to paint for the artist. So there's about 6 of them, which makes it also nice, because if I unwrap them right, that means I'll be able to assemble them and make them all overlap on the UV. Less work for the artist, he'll just do one of them. As you can see, they look exactly the same. And again, of course, trying to place them in places where nobody will look. Oops, that was the wrong one. No, mark seam, there we go. Oh, I deleted stuff. Mark seam, there we go. Cubes are usually really easy to do unless there's one side missing, so I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way to cut them at the moment. So there's this thing in the middle, so that means better, yeah, this way. So I don't know where it is. See, this is what the current UV looks like. So it's really ugly. I'll make it a bit bigger so you can. There, removing the interface is not needed. So, mark seam, there. That's really easier to UV afterwards or to paint than the other form. It's, also, the closer you are to flat geometry, the less tearing and well, if you have a cylinder and the surface actually is skewed over on the UV map, you'll notice. So the best way, if you have a flat surface, is to keep it also flat on the other one. Oh, wait, I'll take a piece where it's really noticeable, like this one. Let's see, where is it? So just select it. Let's see, here. This is the top view. And these parts, let's select one. This, where is it? Hello? Ah. Okay, I'll just UV it completely and then it should appear. This one would be the easiest. So, as you see, flat surface of it. this one off, this one on. Mark seam. See? So if I did this the wrong way, this surface would not be right. So now I'm going to try to figure out a way to show that. So clear seam, add the seam on the bottle, mark seam. See, that looks nice. That looks nice too. But unfortunately, darn, I don't remember. This looks actually okay too. I'll leave it at that. Sorry guys. I'll find an example later on. Yeah, this is putting me in a little bit in a kibble. Click, click. Mark seam. And let's just cut there. I guess I shouldn't comment and just get to my work. As you see, the complete snafu we had in the beginning is starting to resolve itself. Stuff is starting to move. So after a while, oh, this is gonna be a nice one. Should not have meddled it that way. That means it has 4 faces too many. See, this is why these stages it's always nice to think about it. So I got a lot of faces here, which could be just one face, because that thing is just going through it. So I'll just delete these faces. There we go. Rebuild it. And move that one a little bit to the inside. So grab, I hope I rotated it, so I'm pressing X twice. No, I didn't. Grab Y. Oh no, it's one mesh. Okay, then I'll be a bit careful about moving it about. So just put this inside that to not have any Z clipping later on. And there. That's a lot of geometry less. Let's count how much less by doing it again on the other one over here. So currently I have 810 trees. So I'll just go block, 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 block. Delete faces. There. There. That's 6 trees less. Now you might think that's not much, and that's true. Unless you have a lot of those elements, and actually we have a lot of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, which means 30 triangles less on the whole geometry of 800 and not something. That's not bad. But little by little you'll get less and less and less and less. Of course, I could tell you all the shortcuts, but you can see them in the screen. Also, occasionally when you hear typing and don't see it in the screen, it's because I have stuff on my left screen and people are talking to me, and that's also where I have the chat for the Twitch channel. Also, I'm really not used to hear my own voice. I'll get used to it, I hope. See? Ah, there's another one there. Tick. Also, doing this completely messes up the automated UV system. So if you're lucky, it'll work. If you're unlucky, it won't work, and there's an easy solution to that, which is, I'll show you, basically selecting everything and then forcing it to automatically unpack the thing. So you just do A, press U, and then it should be a bit nicer, but not much. It's not helping much. Let's see, unwrap. There we go. Oh, this is an interesting form. Let's just do the current one. Oh yeah, also when unwrapping geometry and stuff like that, think if they're completely symmetrical, if you do it right, it'll be possible to superpose the left side to the right side, and that spares you UV texture space. It means the texture will be able to just concentrate on doing one thing. It'll take less space. Ooh, and there's another face that can go. See? Nobody's gonna see this one. I mean, it's in the middle of that one, so it just can go delete face. There, it's gone. Mark seam, of course, mirror it on the other side. If you're getting a bit lost, don't worry. Everybody gets lost. Get lost? No. Hey, look, I think I made that one also the same way, so probably it has a face too many. Yep, that one goes. Delete face. And unwrap it in the same way. So if I'm lucky, these are edge loops. That's the Alt-Shift key you see me using. An edge loop has the advantage of making selection a little bit faster. Unfortunately, it only selects when there's a hole. Like this is a nice edge. Off, it goes all around. Unfortunately, on some other places, like here, see, it goes. That's a nice edge loop. Fortunately, these things, like this one, it stops here because I deleted the face here, so it cannot loop, it cannot go all around. And as I just deleted the face on the downside over there, and depending on how I extruded this element, using the shortcut won't work. See? Just takes those two, does not take the other one, does not come back up. Okay, let's see if I can fix the upper side, because that's taking a lot of space. I think I'll cut it over here. See? Ooh! See how on the left side of the screen the UV really did improve? Well, change. So I'm going to do it for the others too. So, cut it over here. Oh, it's going to look too much. This will probably have a part inside again. Fix that, click, you're done. Let's put it on the underside. It's not as noticeable. See, from the outside, nobody will see that seam too much. Let's see. Okay, now I can start to see where things are going completely snappy bar. So select that. It's a corner of this thing, so it did not like the way it's unpacking. So what's going wrong? So I'm going to fix it. It's a little bit better. Still not going exactly pretty. So what's wrong with it? Ah, okay, it's making a complete loop. So if I do this, not the inside face, it's more noticeable. There. Aha! See? Still not ideal. Getting there slowly. But there's still this thing. Where is it? What? Ah. Is that one? Ah, okay. So these need a little bit more tweaking. See, that's starting to look nice. And there's that. That's probably this thing. There's this one. What the? Ah, book. There we go. See? Compared to what we had in the beginning, that's a lot nicer. Now we can start to optimize it as soon as we're happy with it. So I'm first checking if I'm happy with it, because this might be a little bit annoying. So it's looking at the where it's actually cutting it in. If those parts are touching each other, then it's okay. If they're not, then it's okay too. Yep. Okay, this one I made the seam wrong. So where is it? That's that one. So compared to the other ones, I made a cut halfway. What went wrong? There we go. See? Now it's a nice T-bar. That means I'll be able to superpose those T-bars so they take less room later on. Okay, let's have a look at this thing, because this will not make the texture happy. What? Where is it? It's over there. What the hell is this thing? Okay, it's the other side. What? So it's the whole surface of this thing. But I did that here. Okay, switching to surface, Control L. That's the surface. That's the top. See, I knew it was wrong. Okay, and let's see. So this is probably on several levels. So that means this is topping down. So I can either delete these or separate them. So fortunately, if I unpack them this way, once they're unpacked, they'll overlap. I'll show you. So currently it's going up and then it's going sideways. Mark seam. There, you see? They're not overlapping. So this goes up. Though that's really not completely nice, but yeah, it'll do. It'll do, pig, it'll do. Although it's... yeah, I'll have to inform the texturer that this is what it is. Because this is the best I can get for that surface. Okay, anything else weird? No, no. This is weird. What is it? Ah. It's this surface inside here. This one, this one. There we go. So also I probably have to remake those cuts somewhere. What would be best? 1, 2, 3 on the third, one just next to that thing. So one there, there, there. Tick, tick, tick. Clear these. So third on the left. Those all look the same, so 2 rounds and 1 to the left. Yep, nope, this one still looks wrong. Where is it? Click. Is that one? So I have to look for the... where I left it open. There it's open. 1 to the left, or to the right. Mark seam. And delete that seam. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all over the place. Yep. Okay, checking the boxes. So that's all boxes should be in T-shape, 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 T-shape. Yep. Bottom and over bottom looks okay. Okay, looks okay. That means I can now switch to, moving them around, superposing them, so I can economize size and place on this UV. So first, of course, I have to switch off the UV linking. So live unwrap goes off here, off there, and off here. There, you're done. Now you can move them around again. You press L, you select one, just move it over, ish. It's not terribly important that they match up exactly. Let's say if you really want to be pedantic, of course you merge the different vertices afterwards if it's needed. Oh yeah, so when I talk about things I have to explain it. Verging vertices. Do I have all those petri dishes? Yes, I have. Those are petri dishes, by the way. So merging the vertices is like somebody's gonna color here behind this, and it has to match up. If it really has to match up exactly, usually artists just leave a little border of 2 or 4 pixels there. Then you select it, press V, and you weld. See, this way they're all exactly in the same place, and really exactly in the same place. And as you can see, it takes a lot of work to do them all. Of course, there's also another option that is remove doubles UV, but I'm a bit scared of that one. Because this is what could happen if the smudge distance is set wrong. And see, that worked. So I guess I should be using that more. There. This is gonna be fun if I put this on YouTube. People are gonna watch like, oh, he's doing the same thing for hours and hours. Yeah, well, sorry. Oh yeah, in case you wondered, this is indeed one of the meshes for Fortresscraft Evolved. I've been asked to make a really nice chip etcher thing. It's really weird to listen to yourself in an echo a few seconds later. Okay, and so these parts. So it's mostly rotating, superposing, rotating, superposing, rotating, superposing some more. Ah, look, found another one. This one should be done. Oh, there! Now I have a bad feeling. Because, there it is. I should have 4 of these. So I only saw 3. There we go. But there's the 4th one. Go. Okay, now it's going to be fun because I have a feeling I did not UV these properly. As you can see, that's not right, but never mind. So just where was the option to select? There's an option to mirror these somewhere. There we go. Mirror on the x-axis. There we go. And now it overlaps perfectly. Done. Don't always go back to the mesh and find out which one I want to test. Should be another one. Is that one? Where's the top? Let's see where the top is. Separated. That's not good. See? So that means I can delete this edge, and it should be hunky-dory. There you go. Here's the top. Oh yeah. Unwrap. There we go. Of course it makes it huge. So, what else do we have that's lying around that's actually the same? There we go. See? Yeah, you have to be a bit careful about these. So otherwise, before you know it, you're missing your vertices. And then it fucks up. Pardon my language. There, that looks nice. These ones, those ones. There we go. So, now we've cleaned up a bit, moved stuff around, things that look the same. These ones are too far away, so I'll just wall them manually. And I just switched to painting. I think that's the Q key. Ah, look. So painting is Q? Yes, painting is Q. So I don't want to do that. I'm pressing W. Remove doubles. There we go. There. Now we have all the parts, and as you see, there's a lot of room left. So the idea is you move them back to form a square. So you want to pack them as tightly close together in the so this is a bit of a puzzle. So those of us who are good at puzzles, this is the part that you would enjoy. So the square I'm talking about is on this side. So the more I can get everything to move into that place, the more I'll be able to scale up the square I'll be making, and the more texture space I'll be using. Which is great, because that means the meshes will be more detailed in the game. So, and as you see, automatically, Blender does not use some places and others, so there's always a little bit of a human hand needed. See, I moved everything into the square. Actually, I could move it more. I just discovered, because there's a big huge hole there. So that means I can move stuff over. If it fits. I sits, said the cats. So I'm having a look around. Of course, if you're better at puzzling, you move them different places. Also, you have to be careful stuff is not too close to each other. So usually you just move it a little bit. Later on I'll move this from the borders, but this should be okay. This is not too close to each other. So now you have a nice square, which means you can just scale the whole stuff to fit your whole textures. And you're almost done. Of course, then you look at this around, and you see, for example, this is not nice. This is sideways. It should not be sideways. We don't like sideways. So it's this one. So I'll just select it. See? It's completely wrong. So I'll just select everything. I know where he is. So just one edge look, line Y. Line Y. No. This line. See, the problem is it's looping edges. So I'll just select them one after the other. Line Y. There we go. This one too. Crap. So what I could do actually to solve this is select these faces, which are all linked. Go in front view and unwrap it, but using a cylinder. So cylinder projection. See? Now they're all nice. Unfortunately, they're all overlapping, which is a little less nice. So let's see if I can unwrap. Nope. See, it's completely skewed. So probably I'll have to do cylinder projects from here. No, that didn't work. Ah, what's going wrong? I could do just like this. These ones I know for sure they will. Why is it skewing? They should not be doing that. Okay, somewhere something is screwing up with. Oh, okay. I got it. Got it. This one's going slowly to the inside. So that means the form is skewing. So it cannot follow it. As it's flat, it's like having a sphere. A sphere is, if you try to flatten a sphere, you have some trouble. So, Maxime. And now, unwrap it. See, it can get it flat. Okay. There's a nice UV. It's a nice. So the same stuff is probably happening over here. Yeah. And then of course it's the question of what do we allow to be completely in which way do we cut it? So this is the parts that are going skewed, but the problem is they're going skewed in the other way. So it's going from the inside out. So if you want it to not overlap once it's unwrapped, you have to take the small parts. So this, 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 this. Tick, tick. Maxime. Control unwrap. See? It looks a little bit nicer. Not much actually. So how could I make this better still? Oh well, I'll just leave it at this. So there we go. A very nice UV. Which means it is time to go for the file, save. Should have done that more often during, of course, the UV unwrapping, but yeah, I trust Blender a bit too much. Haven't had many problems or crashes or something like that in a while. Okay. Then you go image, save as image, chip Escher diffuse, because the diffuse will be the one the texture artist will make. There's also the normal and the reflective map, but that's his problem. I'll just go for the diffuse because that makes it easy to see where he's painting. So I'll save that one as a PNG. I don't need an alpha in there. Save. And then, because I'm a nice guy, I'll export the UV layout. So chip etcher, all attached to each other. UV layout. There we go. Export UV layout. I'll show you how that looks like. So there, resources, meshes, manufacturing plant. You see I have a lot of stuff. Here's the folder, and this is what he's getting. Of course he'll be opening Blender, and while he's texturing he'll have a look at how it looks on the texture, but this is basically what he's working on. And this is the current texture, so I'll be painting over this, and that will be for another day. Okay, back to Blender, File, Save. Of course, you don't need to leave the file just like this. You just leave it like this, and textured mode. So the artist can just go here, image, reload the image, and see what he's getting. And I see that there's a big snafu over there. What the hell? So that goes on this, please. There we go. See, add some white. It's gone now. It's all working. Okay, file. Also, this helps you to see if there's not stuff going too big or too small. So if you, for example, if you did it wrong, if you had this, for example, going like this, you see the difference in scaling. You see, this can't be right. Also the other way around. So if you skewed it wrong, you'll see like the size differences in the grids. And that will tell you that somehow the artist means that the artist will have less texture space to texture it properly, which means less or more details in places, which will kind of destroy sometimes your sense of disbelief. So as you see, it's almost the same size everywhere. Okay, well, this will be this is for today. I'll be exporting this later on to a nice FBX and putting it in Unity. Thank you for visiting us. Come again. Save. Done. Have a nice day.